All right, test, test, test. All right, test, test, test. Sweet. We have microphone. We have chat. Everything's working. And we have music. Mic check 1, 2. Nice. But did you find the refinery yet? Nah, you'll find it. Refineries are where the real money is. Incubators are nice, but refineries are chef's kiss. You'll land on an island once, maybe twice. Pump all the fuel you can out of it, fill up all your engines, and then, you know, like maybe once a week you got to take 30 minutes to refuel, and that's it. And the rest of the time you can just ignore it. Oh, no. Enjoy it. The reward is the journey. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, in my most recent video, I was looking for those kind of like clusters of trader islands. Because I wanted to get the medium gravestone pillars for my build. I prefer to call it a sanctum. or a reliquary. Whatever happened? Let's bring back reliquaries. We need more reliquaries. There was some realtors. So this is a 3-bedroom, 2-car garage, 2.5 bath. It has a downstairs and an upstairs reliquary. Only 10 minutes from the expressway, 15 minutes from downtown. I made some slow cooked barbecue ribs on Saturday, and they came out just chef's kiss. And I had some leftover ribs, so I threw them in a slow cooker. Little extra barbecue sauce. Just let it cook for a little while. All the meat fell off the bones. I made some pulled pork. It's amazing. 6 pounds of cat between me and the keyboard. Jeez. Please tell me there's more than one cat in that 6 pounds. Or do you just have like one big chunker? Well, no, I guess a cat could be about 6 pounds. Ooh. No one will accuse him of malnutrition. Oh, he's yoked, huh? He's on that all protein. He's on that paleo diet. He's that one cat that all the dogs will never mess with. Well, the dogs see him coming. You run! It's Mittens! Run! Wow. I have a guinea pig, and when we trim his claws, we just distract him with food. You put a carrot in front of him, he doesn't care it's going. A grenade could go off. He wouldn't notice. Like, I'm sorry, I can't pay attention to that. I got a carrot. Yeah. close enough. Let's go ahead and get started. I got something I want to show you guys. So, check this out. I got some monster boots here. I posted a picture on the Discord, but for those of you who hadn't seen it, check this out. If you're just listening and you can't look at the screen right now, it's 9% jump boost, 2% fire resistance, and 114% sprint speed. With a plus 10 crystal boots. But it's also 52 defense. This is so fast that I can barely control it. I wasn't like going for this. I would much rather have like a, 50, 60, maybe 70 sprint speed at the most. And have the rest on jump boost. I would like to have like somewhere in around 26 to 30 jump boost at least, so I can get up 2 blocks. No, it was like all sprint speed. It just kept giving me sprint speed. But this is my walk speed. That's sprinting. It's crazy. This is crazy speed. Yeah, it was quite tasty. I actually made like this Alfredo pasta side dish. It's just one of those comes in a little packet at the store. Oh. I didn't realize he was about to go off. That's okay. Wasn't far. It's like one of those little packets you get at the store that's just like some noodles and powder. What is it? Oh, right, because I didn't heal up. I believe you need 24% to jump 2 blocks. Oh, wait. Really? You took my keys? Alright. Let's get back to the ship. I think I already cleared out that tower. Yeah, I did that tower already. That away. Yeah, on my other boots I have like a 57% sprint speed and 32% jump. It's great. It's like I can jump like 2.5 blocks. Let's go see if we can find ourselves another wait, that's the game lagging, not the stream. I'm gonna go see if I can find some more golems. Have I been to that village yet? I have not been to that village. Let's go see what goodies they've got. Really, you can clear 2 with 14%? I must have been misinformed. I think I might need to start making windborne potions because this takes too long. Hey, Scott Creation. What's going on? Yeah, I got the boots, too. I was just talking about they have 114% speed on them. It's nuts. Watch. It's so fast, I can barely control it. These are worth money. Key well spent. Yeah, I should do some healing. I'll eat some. Ooh, wait, here we go. How about this? Got a new toy. Alrighty, this area's done. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this too. Yoink. You know what's going to happen is I'm finally going to get used to this. Then I'm going to make new boots that have like less speed but more jump, and I'm going to switch to them. And I'm going to be like, oh, now everything feels slow. Because I got used to this stupid super speed. I'll take those. No. No, I just want to make a few. There we go. Buy the rest of these.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, that's right. I bought him a for her. I don't think I've ever seen an under construction church. I think this is a church. I don't know what else it could be. Maybe a schoolhouse? Yeah, that's not real. They don't put the windows in when the walls aren't even done. The windows are like the last piece. All right. I think this is, yeah, I was just in there. All right, let's see what this guy's got for us. Nothing interesting. I'll just take his money and be on my way. And these loose ingots you got laying around that you're obviously not too attached to. Keeping the rest of this. And it's lagging again. You know what? I should make. I got plenty right now. Plenty of logs. This right there. Oh, and apparently these things, I did not know this, but these ores can, I thought maybe they changed it in an update or something, but I could have swore that you couldn't grind these up, but now you can. And you actually get a considerable amount of aluminum from when you get them. Sometimes you just get a rock. Other times, it's not every time, but like the last one that I did, I got 8 ore from it. Enough to make 2 netherite ingots. Yeah, hopefully we'll get an optimization patch or something soon, because I do not have a weak computer. It's not like it's not like the top of the line, but it's like 1 click down. You know what? Let's go to this island right here. See if we can find us any glitch lights. I put those glitch lights up on my ship in my other save, and man, I love them because they have this dull blue glow to them. Regenerating, I don't know, but generating, like as you approach the islands loading in, for sure. Because I've noticed the lag spikes happen as you get close to an island. Like every time I'm flying and the lag spike happens, right after the lag spike stops, like immediately after it stops, a new island appears in front of me. And it's like, well, clearly that was caused by the island loading in. Oh. Slappy, go down the hole. Ooh, coal. Definitely want that. No glitch lights over here. All right. Ooh, there's some glitch lights right there. Go away, stupid bird. Oop, no more lights. All right. Oh, wait. Oh, there's one. Come on. All right, fine. I'll do some fighting. Max. I think. Let me see what I'm at here. Yeah, I'm currently at 1720. Alright. Now that that's dealt with. Ooh, I'm close to level. Any more glitch lights? Negative. Alright, let's go down this cave and see what else we can find. A whole lot of nothing. Oh, wait. I'm gonna go ahead and do these. I don't... Alright. Those are good for harvest. And they're good for XP. No, that blue moss it's moss that you only find on rotten biomes. I believe it gives resistance to lightning. And like one other thing. I don't know if I have any. Oh, I do. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, resistance to electricity. That's why I don't grab it. It's not particularly important. As there's not really any source of electricity damage in this game that is especially potent. Like that lightning aura that the damaged steamer robots do when they spin. It's so weak and so brief that you usually can just either avoid it or tank it. And the only other big source of electricity damage is that lightning ball that the spiders throw at you. But that, I mean, they telegraph that and you could easily dodge it. Let me go unload some of the stuff in my inventory. Sell that. This, where did I put? Ah, there they are. All right, I got 8 of these now. That should be perfect. Whoa, I didn't know they were that expensive. I had no idea that, I mean, that's, even at, 40%, that's still like 1,100 each. Well, that's money right there. I never even thought to look at the price. Let me see how we doing. Nothing interesting yet. Let's there. Okay. And we'll just throw this in the sell bin. I've already been to that one? Did I turn around? See, oh, they do have a farmer's market. Okay. Call it a farmer's market because it's like an open air market, but it's not just a farmer's market. It's like a more like a flea market. I wish they were bigger. It's like, okay, yeah, we found a way to cram 4 extra merchants into this village in a tiny space, but I mean, make it bigger. You know, one thing I never noticed until I went looking for it, some villages have 2 cemeteries. Like a small one, and then a big one. Oh, that's not a flea market. It's just like a normal house. It just looked like a flea market from far away. Sword guy. Negative. I'm not wasting picks on that. Nothing. Where is, I think I had it here. No. Here. There we go. All right. Even if there's like a monster that has a lightning weapon, it's like what, 10 damage a swing and they hit you twice before they die? And when you got 350 HP, you just like don't even notice it. Look, another cluster of villages. That one definitely has a farmer's market. Okay, now I'm confused because I don't remember which one I went to. I think it was that one. It was not that one. Was it this one? It wasn't this one either. Alright, I'm gonna have to check all of these. We'll start with this one because it's got the farmer's market. Nope. Well, you got a bunch of stuff I don't have. Maybe I'll come back. Another tailor. And he's got all 4 hoods. Oh. Okay. How convenient. Just go ahead and harvest some corn here real quick. Right? Oh, and we got aluminum. Her. And iron. See, these are a little bit more expensive. I'm going to come back for those. This guy had some cheap stuff, though. This one was what? 15? Yeah. I don't know if I want these recipes. Well, we'll see. What else? What else does this guy have? How much are these? $3.90 each. Okay, I need way more money. I'm not going to get it that way. Oh, they got a tavern over here. I'm about to make a lot of money. They got anything good? Another recipe I don't have. Well, I don't need swiftness. I think it's so funny that I never thought about that log to planks to stick thing until after first Ascent came out. Yeah, I used to just sell the planks and the logs, and I'm like, wait, if I chop them up into sticks, I make more money. I honestly think that that villagers should just not buy the base crafting materials, which are sticks, rocks, dirt, and stone. Those 4 items, the villagers should just not buy them because it makes it too easy. Ooh, a bunch of bushes here. Let's see if I can get some. Ooh, I got one already. Got 2. Nice. All right. Got in my way. Brought it on yourself. Yeah. You don't need that rock. Yeah, well, I mean, there is a limit. You know, there's however many coins they have. That's the limit. But I mean, like, if I can, you know, chop down like 7 trees and clean out an entire village of all its money, feels a little OP. What are they paying for? The labor? Let's see. Hey, hey! Just busting through the wall like the Kool-Aid man. There we go. Nothing out there. All right. Sure, why not? Go ahead and smush all this stuff. Anything else interesting here? Oh, he's got an aluminum ingot. I do need those. I'm gonna buy that. What do we got on here? Poison? No. I'm gonna sell those. I don't really need gold that bad. I need gold coins, which you could convert. I mean, I guess you can by selling it. Yeah. You mean like what I'm doing right now? Honestly, I don't think it's that big a deal if it's a single player. And if you're on a server, they'll probably have like an economy mod on there or something to control all that anyway. So I don't think it's something that's going to be a high priority. Everybody's like, well, you need to make this not allowed because it's too powerful. It's like, but that is a problem that will self-regulate, because if you're single player, who cares? And if you're multiplayer, the server host is going to change the rules anyway. You know, the default of the game could be to ban something, but if the server host wants to allow it, they can disable the ban. So it doesn't matter if it's banned. It's not going to be the developers that decide what's allowed and what's not. I was involved in a discussion group or a thread on the Discord. They were like, well, no, this shouldn't be allowed. Well, maybe this should be allowed. Maybe we should allow leveling this way or that way. And I realized, like, halfway through this, like, debate that, guys, why are we arguing about this? It doesn't matter what the default is. Every server, every Minecraft server out there has its own custom rules. And it doesn't matter what the default of the game is. I've never been on a custom server where the default setting was what they went with. Every server is tailored because every player and every admin, they have, you know, a certain preference and they want to tweak it and change it and just make it the way they like it. So there's no point in arguing. There's no point in being like, no, we shouldn't allow it. It doesn't matter if you allow it. If the administrator of the server wants to allow it, it's going to be allowed. There's nothing anybody can do about it except quit the server and go play somewhere else. All right, let's see what we got here. If you think something is broken, too powerful, cheesy, yeah, there's that too, yeah. It's like, it's not like someone's got a gun to your head telling you, you have to use this. Really? I don't have enough? Well, I guess I don't have enough. Oh, you know what? I'm being dumb about this. I have so much stuff to sell right here. Gold ingots are used in certain recipes. I believe they're used for making like steel armor, because the armor's got like a gold trim. So it'll be like 5 steel ingots and like 1 gold ingot. And I think it might be used for upgrading the armor as well. You know, there might be like 2 or 3 levels that require 1 ingot. So it's not like it's not something that's in high demand, because you see how this armor has like all this gold like trim on it. So you have to use an ingot for that. Let's see. You got 216, 303, 24, 10. Sell that. 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 What you got? Show me what you got. 850. Oh yeah, that would be useful. $2,300 for this thing. Okay. How much do you want for this? There we go. The price changed. Look at that. So this guy pays me $23.97, but this guy will only pay me $15.98. So the price is not consistent. I did not know that. Good to know. I'm gonna have to do some research into that. Okay. Does anybody else have any more recipes that I don't already know? Got a couple here. Might as well get them while I'm here. Yeah, I remember seeing a video or something about that once. But I didn't really pay attention to it either, because, I mean, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what the merchants pay. I'm just going to sell them everything I have, and if they have any money left over, I'll just sell them sticks till I get the rest of their money. All right, you know, I think I'm done in this town. Let's get out of here. You know what? I haven't done that yet. I said I was going to do it, and it completely slipped my mind. I mean, the repair kit, one repair kit is only worth 8 coins. How much is a... Yeah, that makes sense. 1/3 of a copper ingot. So, if the value add of repairing something with a repair kit is more than 8 coins, it's worth it to repair it. Which I would suspect that it is. Because I know when you repair something, I know the price goes up. I just never noticed exactly if there's a consistent percentage or not, but I know the price goes up. Okay. I need more of these jelly fruit saplings. 2 is not an... Well, I don't actually know that I need the jelly fruits for anything, so I'm not going to stress about the saplings. That does not go in there. Those green bones, one of their properties is healing, and the other one's jump boost, so it's a good alchemy item, but I don't use it for that. Okay, so have not been down there yet. There's no market, so I don't know that there's going to be much for me to buy, but we'll take a quick glance. I'm also checking, like, the main commons of the towns, like this round area in the center, because there's a certain one I'm looking for. Is this iron? This is iron. I don't really need iron right now, so I'm not going to waste my time. Nope, not this one. Anything interesting? Nope, usual stuff. Got all of it. Magnesium. I need that. Still not enough. Right. Oh, he only has 6 left. One. Oh, that was a waste. Yeah, so there's a town square. It kind of looks like this with a statue in the middle, but the first thing you're looking for is King Edmar. Instead of having a soldier, it'll have King Edmar with his helmet off, and then this will be, the base will be bigger, and there'll be indentations here, and the one you're looking for, the two telltale signs is, one, there'll be like a mound of dirt over here, like a 3x3 mound of dirt. And then right over in here, there will be copper or bronze bars, I mean. And when you remove the bronze bars, it reveals a tunnel that goes down underneath the village. And that's where you find the, what's that? The mortified Aegis, the shield. The unique gold shield. That's got like a gigantic defense, but it also slows you down. But on this character, with these boots, it would actually just slow me down to, like, the speed I actually want to go. So I'm actually super interested in finding that shield. Because these boots completely negate the drawback of the shield. Nope, I've been to that one. And I've been to that one. That's the one I haven't been to. I think that was a village. I can't tell now because of the rain. But I'm pretty sure there was a village on this island. It's certainly big enough. I've never actually seen one. I've only seen pictures, but I'm told that because of the mound of dirt, it's relatively easy to spot from your ship. Oh. Well, there's no mound of dirt. But I can at least show you what the larger pedestal looks like. See how it's got a larger pedestal with these grooves in it? Mm-hmm. And King Edmar's on top? This is the pedestal you're looking for with King Edmar. And the candles. And you're going to look for one that's got bronze bars down here. And of course, the mound of dirt. Ooh. Another arrow recipe. See, now, it makes sense for this guy, being a bowyer, it makes sense for him to buy sticks, and that's, I think, they should do. That an NPC can only buy sticks, that's how you regulate it. They can only buy sticks if it makes sense to buy sticks. And obviously, someone who makes arrows for a living is going to want to buy a lot of sticks. That's the way you regulate it. You're like, yeah, you can sell all the sticks you want to this guy. Also, easy pheasant trophy if anybody wants it. You know what? I'm going to sell him some arrows, too. He probably pays more for arrows, too. He doesn't even have enough for that one. And he sold out. Nothing. You know what? That one I might try. Because it's green. First try! Haha! And we got iron. Nice. Alright, what do I not want? That. Don't care. That. Sell the meat. That. Bone meal. And we cleaned them out. Hey, I found all these things laying on the floor over here. You mean my furniture? Yes. Please put that back. All right, I'll put it back, but there's a service fee. Jeez. You know, I'm gonna wait till I find this one in a dungeon somewhere. I need to go do some dungeons. After this, I'm gonna find I'm itching to bust some skulls. Armor. Anything good? Oh, he's got some aluminum. And he's charging an outrageous price for this aluminum. Two can play at that game. Well, 97. Let's go ahead and test this. Took 2, so we want to see if it goes up 16. It did not go up 16, so it was not worth it. It went up so it went up 7. I'll try it on something more valuable. Maybe on like a steamer armor, it might be worth it. But it was roughly a 4% increase in value. So if that's consistent on a steamer armor, it would do like 40 extra coins, so it would be worth it, but just barely. I'm assuming that steamer armor is roughly on average about, you know, if you get like a +1 chest piece, it's about 1,000. This is some really rough back of the envelope math, but yeah, probably that would have been enough. I'll try it again on another piece that I find that's like in the red. The armor that had that ingot. Right. Oh, we got some magnesium. All right. That's always good. Let's start unloading here. I'm going to keep the exploding arrows and the sulfur arrows. Sell that. Alright, I think I'm done with this island. I don't want to mess around for a little bit of gold. Want to go bonk some heads. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Another village just appeared. And I have not visited it yet. These things really do appear in clusters, don't they? And I'd ignore it, but it's got a market. I'm just going to take all my money and I'm not going to mess around. If I see something I want, I'm going to buy it. And then I'm going to leave. I'm going to be really fast with this one. Because I just want to get this done with. This is not a shopping simulator. I want to bonk some heads, sir. I don't know if any of you guys have ever played, what was it, Civilization? The one I played was Civilization 5. I think it was 5. Might have been 6. And you had this council, and you always had, like, the one that was, like, the diplomat that was like, we should make peace. And then you always had the military advisor who just wanted to murder everybody that was like, we should get out there and bust some skulls, sir. I want to bonk some heads. Every time. It's like, General, they made a minor incursion to our southern border where there's not really a lot of high security stuff. It was just, you know, 2 or 3 guys, and probably was just a rogue faction. Not a big deal. Nobody died. Nothing was damaged. What do you think we should do? We should invade and kill everybody. Like, okay, dial it back. I appreciate the enthusiasm, but maybe less genocide. Nope. Nope. Oh, I'll take that. Nope. Just double check. Nope. Get unstuck. General merchant, maybe he'll have some lockpicks. More lockpicks is always nice. All right, let's get out of here. I got everything I want. What? Whoa. Got some potions. Gold, bronze. Don't need that. Go ahead and sell some sticks as well to get at least a little bit of our money back. Because we just made this whole town, like, I just caused inflation. I just spent so much money in this town that everyone in that town is poorer because of it. There's this story that could be true. It might be a historical story. I don't know if it's true or not. About this king who was said to be like the wealthiest man that ever lived. He was I think he was a Nubian king. And they said he was so wealthy that he, hey, Black Yad, what's up? Welcome to chat. He went traveling across northern Africa one time and spent so much money as he passed from town to town that just for the night that he was there with all the money he spent, he caused economies to crash. Because he caused hyperinflation. He spent so much money that he made the money worthless. Because it's like, you know, these are peasants, you know, like 1 gold is a week's salary. So when suddenly everybody has 1,000 gold, like, all right, well, a loaf of bread is 10,000 gold now. Welcome to chat, William Kimbrough. How you been? I am just hunting for a golem. Jungle. I'm looking for a jungle island right now. Looking for oh, well, you know what? Here's a fight. Let's do this. Let's go teach a steamer colossus some manners. You know what? I got everything I need. I'm good. Let's just roll like this. Yeah, it does kind of have a Battlestar vibe to it, doesn't it? I never really thought about it, but it does. It has that kind of vague Battlestar shape. Ooh, look at that. That was a good pull. You know what? Almost everything in that chest was good. Did you see my boots earlier? These boots, look at this. They have 114 sprint speed on them. It's so fast I can barely control it. I feel like 100 should be like a hard cap, because beyond that is just dumb. It's just like you can't go faster. You just start banging into walls and stuff. Oh, look at that. We just picked up a level. Right before going into a fight, so I should get another level. Let's see, Arcanist? Oh, yeah, we'll put it there. And then 39 will go here. So let's do this. There he is. Wake up, sleepyhead. Yeah, I'm behind you, genius. No, why did what happened? Well, I couldn't move. I think what happened is when my stamina ran out, it turned off my running. And when I tried to turn it back on, it instead went into crouch. Because I hit the wrong button. Yeah, I know, heal. Come on. This is not my first time on the merry-go-round. I'll learn that lesson. Alright, only one death. Not bad. You know, I get this mace a lot. How many of these do I have now? Oh, I've only got 2. I think I got like 3 on my other save. Alright, sell that. I'm gonna put these in the grinder. There we go. All right. No, that goes there. That goes in the hot bar. I don't actually know. Maybe fire? Possibly electric? 24, we should be able to make a few of these. Look at that. Now we're talking. And what's the state of this? We'll go down there and test this. And we'll go to around. I'm going to go around to a couple of different villagers since we now know that they all pay different prices for the same item. Yeah, I would imagine it's electricity. I would imagine that his laser turrets do electricity damage. I think each of the 3 civilizations does their own variation of damage. The steamers probably do electricity. The Grimver do mostly poison. Although with the spellcasters, it's just whatever spell they're casting. All right, so this guy wants 1,500. $1,500. Oh, okay, so the armors. Okay, so if you sell the item to the character that would buy that type of item, they pay more for it. It looks like that's how this works. So you sell armor to the armorer, weapons to the weaponsmith, etc. I have 2? Oh, I do have 2. Okay. So we'll repair that one. Might as well. Oh, I don't only have the one. Okay. So let's see. Did that change at all? 2268. It went up a little. Not much, though. Let's see how much this one went up by. 12? I mean, it was profitable. Because it cost us 8 coins for the kit. And we made 12. It doesn't always come with +3 defense. That's just a good one. It can come up with up to +5 at that level 0. But all armor can do that. That's just a random modifier that armor can have. And you don't have anything I want to buy. Well, you have the magnesium ingot. I think I'm formulating an idea. You have aluminum. You have so much stuff that I would buy, and you don't want to give me what this is worth. $760. Yeah, check this out. That's what it looks like when you're wearing it. Let's start collecting some money. You do not get the bonus from the appearance gear. It is literally just cosmetic. It's so that you can look like whatever you want, wear whatever you want, but without sacrificing the stats of the good armor. Like in my other playthrough, if you look at my my other videos, I'm dressed like a pirate. But I'm wearing like really good top tier armor, and I just have the pirate stuff and the cosmetic because I don't want to wear that goofy green crystal looking armor. At least not on that character. I want to look like a pirate. We are a pirate. I kind of wish they had a cosmetic tab for the shield. Yeah, speed looting. You don't need that. I mean, if you're gonna loot fast, right? I mean, don't take your time. That's how you get caught. What's this? Well, look at that. 1,200. I'll take that. Just gonna leave it lying here. So there's a lot of different statues, and when you click on them, they give different little bits of lore. Like the statue that's in this town, I didn't see if it was a soldier or if it was King Edmar. In the history of the world, there was this king. It's King Edmar, yeah. And in memory of King Edmar, the kingdom's shield and a light to his people. This was some king that died in a battle that, you know, defended everybody. And I don't know if he died in a battle or if he's still alive. We don't know what the story of the game is, but there is a story coming. But this particular statue and this particular pedestal, you want to look for this. Because if you find like a mound of dirt over here, and then you look in these little alcoves here, and one of them has bronze bars, when you remove the bronze bars, I was talking about this earlier in the stream, there's a little tunnel underneath that goes straight down, and it goes down into like some like catacombs under the village, and it leads to the mortified, I forget what it's called. It's a shield, the unique gold shield. It's like the best defensive item in the game. I call it the car door because it's literally, it looks like you've got a car door with the window rolled up. just a little crack so you can see. It's like a riot shield. No, I don't need copper. Don't need tin. Oh, here we go. Nope, dead end. All right. Frick or frack. All right, I need to go back to the... No, that's going to take forever to get back here. I can't jump that high. There we go. How much money do I have? Okay. Doing okay. Let's see what we got in here. I want these ingots. And he's broke. How much do you want for this? 760? I don't have enough. That's good to know. You've got money. So I got everything out of these two. Did I clean this guy up? This is the guy that has the stuff I want. Cleaned him out. Cleaned him out. Did I clean this one out? I couldn't have. Yeah, you still got stuff. You got that magnesium that I want. There we go. We're like Minecraft villagers. Let's go back to that, okay, I think I have enough to start buying from him. There we go. Paper, books, and illegal scrolls, good for anything yet? Paper is used to make paper blocks, which come in 5 colors. There's red, yellow, blue, gray. Well, it's not a yellow. It's more like a gold color. So it's red, gold, blue, gray. And then there's another, like a slightly different blue. It's like a navy blue with a different pattern on it. I do hope they expand those because they look nice. The problem with them is it's the same with the pattern it's the same problem with the cloth blocks. It takes so much material to just make one that it's like if you're making something that takes more than a quarter stack, you're going to be harvesting resources all day long. Still don't have enough to buy that sword. The only place I've seen paper blocks is in like builders. All right, I think I've cleaned everything out of here. I don't need that Ward Street Watch recipe. I can get it another time. I just want to get out of this town and be done already. But so much time dealing with vendors today. I just want to go find a dungeon and kill some stuff. Okay, so these are done now. I got 4 of these. 3, that makes 7. I think I got enough to do some more upgrades on my sword. Oh yeah. We'll get these, we'll get these. We'll get these. Alright. Looks good. I never did sell that armor. I couldn't find anybody willing to pay me, that could pay me what it was worth. Alright, let's see what we got here. Strike chance and strike damage. I like this. This is good. I need 4 ingots now for the next level. Oof. Yes, when you upgrade stuff, it gets bonuses at levels 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 10. So you get a total of 6 bonuses. So like, for example, if you want to make like a really insane pair of harvest gloves, it is theoretically possible to get gloves with 800% harvest on them. Which means if you make I think it's called a Supreme Harvest Potion, gives you 200%. You could theoretically have 1,000% harvest. Which, like, collecting like 3 things fills your inventory when you do that, because it's so massive. But the problem is, that's in theory. In reality, the odds that you're going to find a level 0 glove with 200% harvest, and then every upgrade gives you nothing but harvest, it's like 1,000,000 to 1. the only way to do it is to save scum. To like save your world, make a copy, upgrade, and then if you don't get the upgrade you want, delete the world and put the copy in and try it again. That's the only way realistically to pull it off. Because the odds are so infinitesimal. Generally, I'm happy if I can get gloves with like 400 or 500. 500 is a dream. 400 is doable. I've done it. I'll toss these in here. I might actually have enough to make 4 more ingots. Because, like, if you have 400 harvest with a 100 harvest potion, because the way it works is, first it applies to gloves. So, like, if you go pick something up and you have 400, now, instead of picking up 1 fiber from the grass, you pick up 5. Then the potion looks at how many you harvested, 5, and says, all right, double it. So now you get 10. So if you pull 2, you get 20. If you pull 3, you get 30. It's 400 on the gloves plus a potion, plus like one of these level of potion, the greater potion, not the supreme. The supreme triples it. But we can't make reliably supreme potions right now. If you get lucky and find a supreme, that's great. But so right now it's like realistically doable to have times 10 on all of your harvesting, as an example. That goes there. Book? What can I do with this book? I'm just going to put it there for now, just to get it out of the way. Now we're looking over here. All right. Nope. How's this grinder doing? 6. All right. We got enough to make another one. Yeah, that's what I do. And what I do is I do wooden gloves because look, if you come over here and do, and I've done this on stream before, it's just some planks and some rope, right? So you just chop down some trees, harvest some grass, and you can make, like right now, I could make 10 of these. And if I don't get, you know, out of 10, I'll get 1 or 2 that have harvest. So I'll just make like 200 of them. And I'll end up with like 15 to 20 with harvest on them. And then I'll take those 15 to 20 and I will go through one at a time and I will upgrade and upgrade. And the first one that, you know, whenever I get one that has on the first try gets 200, I'll then put it through again to see if it gets 300. I've sometimes taken them all the way up to max and see like, well, if I go all the way up, can I still get that 400? Oftentimes it stops at 3. But 400 is very doable if on wooden gloves. I mean, I don't know if there's... Let's see what other gloves we got. I suppose you could do it on leather, because this is pretty... And that only uses... Okay, you know what? I might actually going forward do leather. Because these are easier... Because this is only 2 fiber to make string, where it's 3 fiber to make rope. And I'm going to have a lot of fur anyway, because I'm going to be killing a lot of animals. I mean, I've already got, what... Where's my fur at? I think I got it over here, maybe? No. Here it is. Look at this. I already got over 200. And how many does it take? 5? Yeah, I'm switching to leather. Yeah, I mean, either one of these is fine. They're both dirt cheap. But like when you start getting into like copper is 5 ingots, this is 5 ingots. This is just copper and steel, or iron. That's not. But these two, like you can spam these all day. Okay. See what we got over here. That's got a dungeon in it. Let's go kill some stuff. With my newly upgraded super sick sword. Calling it the Triple S, the super sick sword. $266 to $299. Nice. All right, let me put this away. Don't need that. I should heal up. Actually, let me see. Do I have any? 60, 60, 60. I don't want to waste honey on that. 70, 80. That's probably also got honey in it. Yep, it's got honey. 60 over 20. Yeah, let's go ahead and make some of these. In fact, let's just go ahead and make all of them. I'll be right back, guys. Yep, that's why I save it for healing. Honey is hard to come by. I got, I think, 3 right now, and I'm about to use them up. Yes, it is. I think I have some, actually, now that you mention it. I don't have any right now. This would almost be a perfect recipe if it wasn't for the fact that this oyster mushroom is usable for diligence potions. Yeah, there have been some requests in the forums for beehives, which I would welcome. Ooh, okay. So this is a mine shaft, which means there won't be a king, probably not even a general. I don't know if generals can spawn there, but I've never seen one. Is that? No way. No way. Bro! I just found the rarest thing in the game. I've been looking for this thing basically since the game came out. Okay, it's cleared out. Look at this. You guys see this? Everybody pay attention right now. This is the Four Kings. The Four Kings is so incredibly rare. This is the first time I've ever seen it myself in person. I'm so glad it happened on stream. Look at this. Okay, so this chest, nothing special in it, right? You get here, you see the Four Kings, you see the glowing chest, you open it up. Oh, that's it? That's because the real valuable item is not in that chest. The real valuable item, guys, probably behind this wall right here. Yeah. No, maybe it's on a different one. Ooh, look at that, a trap. Almost got me. Wait until you see the item that's here. Boom. Look at that. Abyss Forged chestplate. Arguably the best armor in the game. Look at that. Can't believe I found one. On stream, no less. By accident. I didn't even notice it at first. I don't know if these other ones have... They might all have something underneath them. Let me check. I mean, they all got blocks underneath them. War does not end after the battle. It ends only when you stop recognizing yourself. Yeah, neither have I. This is the first time I've ever found one. I've only seen pictures of it on the Discord. But yeah, this is what you're looking for. These Four Kings. From the ship... Here, let me go back to the ship so we can... So you guys can see it. Because the king... I didn't recognize it initially because the kings didn't render. But as we got closer and I'm like, wait a minute. That's a square. So that's it right over there. From the ship, it just looks like a square. And as I'm getting closer, I'm like, wait a minute. That's a square. And like a lot of these ruins, when you see them, they're like rectangular or they're round. Oh, I'm going to do a lot more than take pics. I'm going to do a whole video just on this ruin because I've been looking for this just to do a video on it. I'm going to do a tutorial video. I'm going to go down and find a ship after the stream, park it over here and mark it with a flag. Wait 4 hours for it to refresh and then come back. No. Capybara Merchant does not sell this. I'm taking these guys. the monarch Eternius Vortalis, the eternal lord of power, the one who closed the power of the crystal within his hand and gave it to none, the one who mastered their radiance, bound it with law, and made it a shield for his reign. Let the memory endure of the monarch who did not ask for power, he simply raised it. There are several people, including myself, who have gone to lengths to confirm the Capybara merchant's full list of uniques. This one is for sure not on it. A lot more people would have it if it was. And I'm glad it's not, because it makes this moment more special. What altitude am I at? Let's see here. 1834? That's awesome. Now, okay, so let's take a look at this armor, right? It's got a base armor of 33. It's got 12 fire damage and 12 fire resistance. So this is good for fire spellcasters. But it also has the Fire Blast rune effect, where it deals 125 fire damage around me if I take more than 50 damage. So if I take 50 damage, everyone around me takes 125 fire damage with a 30-second cooldown. Oh, so I've got a video, William Kimbrough, where you can go and see the details of how I farm islands. Go look for the basic guide to Capybara Merchant, where I explain how I farm the Capybara Merchant. That works for every island, every chest, every boss, because so there. I'll give you the basic rundown of it here, right? So in the options settings, let me see here. You go to options, right? And then on the gameplay tab, you go all the way to the bottom here. And it says delete island save after hours from last visit. And I have it set to 4. So it'll be delete island save after 4 hours from the last visit. So what that means is, and you can put it all the way up to 16. I keep it at 4. And what that means is, if I leave this island right now, after 4 hours, the island's save data will be deleted. So it will be like I was never here. The the thrones that I just chopped down, they'll come back. All of the blocks that I broke will be back. All of the items in the chests will be restored. It'll be like I was never here. Everything will be back to normal. However, there's one small caveat, right? And this is what makes it interesting. Certain things are randomized. In particular... Got it. In particular, the inventory of merchants, which means if you decide to farm the Capybara merchant, every time you go back, his inventory will be different. So that means if you want to, you can collect every magic item the Capybara merchant has on his for sale list. Ooh, pumpkins. Part of me wants to upgrade to a steel shovel, but I'm like, why? What do I need it for? Why would I waste a steel ingot on that? Any shovel above iron is unnecessary. Unless they add some, like, really hard to break, like, super dirt. Because right now, there's only a couple of things that can be dug, like there's dirt and sand. And both dirt and sand can be dug up with one scoop on an iron shovel. And of course, there's, like, saplings that can be collected. But all the saplings can also be collected with one scoop. One other thing that I like to do, it's not necessary to farm, like you can farm it without doing this, but it makes it easier for me because, like, since it's such a huge sprawling map and I don't like writing down coordinates, I don't like to have to, like, alt-tab out to a notepad or a Word document or something. And so what I do is I'll go and get a ship, like a second ship that's not mine. I'll take my ship down to sea level, land in the water, find a second one. I don't do anything to the second ship. I don't upgrade it. I just put the bare minimum. I put like one engine and one motor, and I bring it over to that spot. And I put a flag on it. And then I leave it there. I don't even... you can remove the engine and the motor, or the power generator, but leave the cockpit. I don't know if removing the cockpit causes it to reset or not. I don't think it would, but what do I need the cockpit for? I have one already. And so what that does is the island will reset, but the ship will not. So that means if I want to find the island later, I've got a ship parked right by it with a flag on it for me to... Now, here's a caveat, though. You don't want to park too close because you need to park your ship at least 1,000 blocks away so that you're not in the same chunk. Chunks in this game are 1,000 by 1,000. And so if you park your ship in the same chunk, the whole chunk will not reset because there's a ship in it. So you want to park close enough that you can see the island from the ship, but not inside the same chunk. I have parked upwards of, 1,700 to 2,000 blocks away just to be safe. But, as long as it's like at least 1,000, you should be fine. Vertically also, chunks only go up. It's not like in Minecraft where a chunk is like a vertical column that goes all the way up to infinity. Each altitude is a new layer of chunks. It's 1,000 by 1,000 by 1,000 cube. Oh, so there's a button on the top right corner on your number pad, the minus button. If you push that, you can see in the top right corner here your map seed, what biome you're in, the island type you're on, and those yellow numbers there, the XYZ, those are your coordinates. Like this is the Z is the vertical one, so you see it's 1836 and it goes to 1838 when I jump. Alright, how am I doing? Oh, you know what? My inventory space, I gotta go back to the ship. I'm getting full up. Alright, you know what? I want to see. My pleasure. It's what I'm here for. Okay. I have that stuff. I've got lots of it. If animal fat is what you want, well, we can do that. Alright. 34. We want sulfur and fire blast fragment. Okay. Do I have fire blast? I do. I have exactly 2. That's awesome. And I know I have a ton of sulfur. I think it might actually require me to have like full runes at some point. .24 fire resistance. Okay. Another gem. I always wondered what these were for. Now I know. I think there might be a weapon that also uses class tier. Yeah, see, I need the Fire Blast rune. Do I have a Fire Blast rune? I do not have a Fire Blast rune. And I don't even have any fragments anymore. So I think that's where I'm stopping. But that's okay. That's beast mode right there. Okay, let me put this over here. How much more of a bump was that? Yeah, that's a good bump. That's 8 points of armor. Plus, it just looks cool. Look at that. It's like a rib cage. It's awesome. Not per se. I've talked about it, but I haven't really gone in depth. Although in my last video, when I just now, like yesterday, or was it this morning? I think I recorded it yesterday, but I posted it this morning. I built the rune chamber, the rune, what's the word that I used? Sanctum for my big base and my other save. And I did talk at length about various runes. But I mean, the short version is basically for armor, there's like, you're either going to use adrenaline, or depending if you have a specialized build, you could do fortify, you could do mind shield. Mind shield is good if you're constantly getting stunned by creatures or constantly getting effects on you. Specifically, I think fortify is specifically stun. Do I have a fortify? Mind shield, here it is. Yeah, reduces stun duration. So this is good if that's something that I haven't been dealing with it much. I do get stunned once in a while, but they've reduced how often it happens because in the demo, I was getting stunned all the time. So I had to buy stun immunity, which is a skill that existed in the demo version. They removed the stun immunity, but then to make up for it, they also greatly reduced the amount of stuns that you get. Probably let me see if I have one here. I do not have one. Here's fortify. I'm thinking about, since I've got this armor, if I can get the shield. Well, see, this has to go on armor, and that's the thing about uniques. It's already got a special effect, so we can't put another rune on it. Because that's Fire Blast is a rune. But I was thinking about doing, if I can get that mortified shield, putting this fortify on a piece of armor, and then what I would do is I would just go into combat and I'd just stand still and attack anything that comes near me, and it would boost my defense. But that's a niche build. That's like you have to build for it. In general, probably adrenaline and what's the other one? Not mind shield. This one's okay, but the problem is like it's only 1%, so when it goes off, it's cool, but it doesn't go off very often. This one, adrenaline. This is a really good one for tanks. This is the one I use on my other playthrough. Every time you get hit, you gain stamina. And 2 points of stamina is only like the lowest level, the small rune. I think it goes up to like 15. I mean, I could check the... Charge. 15. Yeah, I was right. It goes up to 15. It's difficult to get one of these, but if you can get one, it's like you can just fight forever. Not shock blast. Where is it? This one. Charge. This one's insane. This is the rune that if you put it on your weapon, it has burst damage, right? When you have that lightning symbol charged up, and it's called charge because it takes a while to build up, but then when it's activated, it literally, whatever damage you deal, it's doubled. And this is the rune that allows people to pull off 5,000, 10,000 damage in a single swing. This rune is the rune you want to use if you want to one-shot an elite Colossus. This is an insanely powerful rune. Probably, arguably one of the best melee weapons in the game. Yes, it is. This is massive. This is easily the single biggest damage bonus that you can give a melee weapon in this game. There are other things that you could do to give yourself 25%, 35%, even 50%. But the rune, the charge rune, and look, even the smallest one gives you 50%. I think I went up to the second one, which does 60%, which is this is achievable. This is easy. It's only level 2. And that's a 60% bonus on your damage. You don't really need to go higher than that. You're killing everything at that point. For archery, hands down, the best one is this one right here. Has a chance to fire an echo arrow. So when you shoot an arrow, you have a small chance of firing a second one right behind it. Let's see, what is this? 100% chance at the highest level. Guaranteed. Yes. Well, actually, I don't know if charges for melee, because it doesn't specifically say. Oh, no, yeah, you're right. It says weapons or bows. So, yeah, you could put it on a bow. But I would rather save it for melee, because you've got this for bow, which does basically the same thing. Because these, effectively, they go about it in different paths, but they get to the same result. This doubles your damage. This also doubles your damage. But this one, you do it more often. Because on every shot, if you have this rune on your bow, every shot is doubled. It's 100% chance. So you shoot 2 arrows every time. And if you have the multi-shot, and you go up at like point blank range, there's only certain characters that the multi-shot really is devastating to. And it's the big ones. The Golem, the Colossus, the Mortivar Lord, probably the King is going to be physically large. You want physically large guys so that when you go up point blank range and you just blast him with 10 arrows, all 10 arrows will hit him. Okay, so each level is 5. So the first one, you need 5 fragments to make a rune. And there are 4 levels, because there's, what is it? The small, and there's big. So there's small, big, medium, huge, perfect. So there's small, medium, big, huge, perfect. So there's 5 levels. So it's, what is that? 5, 25, 125, 600, 3,000 to make the biggest one. But that's misleading, right? Because you don't have to start with fragments, right? When you get to higher levels, I mean, look, I didn't craft this. This is a medium rune. I mean, that's 2 tiers up. That's the equivalent of 125 fragments. When you're higher level and higher altitude, the higher level runes will start dropping. You don't have to start with a fragment. The reason that they have the fragments in here, there's 2 reasons, because the fragments do 2 things. It's so that someone who's just starting out, and they're so low level that they're not even getting full runes yet, maybe they can get a few runes together to make a few fragments together and make a rune, right? But the other thing is, let me find one here that is Poison Blast. I'm never going to use that. Watch this. These fragments have another use. You can make spirit dust out of fragments. And you saw that 1 fragment gave me 5 dust. And another thing that people might not know, check this out. Where do I have it? Here we go. Runelite makes fragments. And actually, this fragment, Battle Feast is, I think is it Battle Feast or no, Adrenaline. Adrenaline is good for melee builds, but this one is good for ranged. So, Let me see if I have... No, I don't have one. So this is a fragment rune that or a rune that goes on armor called Arrow Recall. There's a chance every time you shoot an arrow that the arrow will come back to you. So you don't lose the arrow. Between that and the recycling perk, like you like it'll take so long to burn. One of the big problems, one of my big issues with this skill right here, the multi-arrow, is that if it says +4, right? So you max it out, you're firing 5 arrows every time you draw your bow. Which means you're going to go through a stack of arrows 5 times faster. But if you reduce that with what is it? With this skill, you're reducing it by 40%. Now you're only going through your stuff 30% faster. If you then also have an arrow recall, which let me see what the highest tier is. Special poison, 45% chance. So that's 40 plus, that's 85% chance. You're almost completely negating the drawback of the extra ammo being used from the multi-shot. So maybe you only do, instead of doing the full, what is it, 3 ranks, maybe you only do 2 ranks. It completely negates the first 2 ranks. So the only one that's consuming any extra arrows at all at that point is, and here's the cool thing, right? There's a possibility that you fire an arrow and the recycle goes off, so you don't use an arrow, but then the recall goes off, giving you back an arrow. That's possible. Because you did fire an arrow, like there's an arrow out there to be recalled. Yeah, basically. Same fragments, or what do you mean by same fragments? Oh, yeah, they all, to create a rune, all of the runes, all the fragments have to be the same. So, like, if you want to make, you know, a wound rune, you need 5 wound fragments. All right. Let's go clear out this mine. Oh, that's right, I still got an inventory full of junk. I got a bunch of blocks here. I'm just going to toss these blocks in here for now. And I'll go through them later. Ooh, candlesticks. I didn't even notice I picked these up. Yeah, I'm going to put these here and here. Yeah, that looks nice. And it's not in the way. It's perfect. Yeah, my pleasure. Honestly, if you just kind of like go through and look at each one's, there a lot of them are very like matter of fact. They're very like, it's easy to understand. There's a couple that's like, wait, I don't understand how that works, and you might need to like test it a little bit to figure it out, because there's some stuff that like I read it and I'm like, I don't get what this does. Like for example, there's I think it's this one. No, is it this one? Unstable magic. No, that's not the one. Rod specialist, magic mirror, rod combo. Where is it? No, not that one. Where is... Did they get rid of it? There was... allows you to advance books. Ah, here it is. Wild magic. I still don't understand how this works. It says magic damage is either reduced by 25% or increased by 50. So is this just like a random fluctuate? Like, why would I take this perk? Yeah, there's a chance that I could get a 50% bonus, but I might also nerf my damage at a very important moment. It doesn't sound like a good deal. And the thing is, it says it reduces it by 25%, but what's the chance of getting that reduction? And what's the chance of getting the increase? Can I get the reduction and the increase at the same time so that I only end up getting an increase of 25%? Like, how does this power work? What does it do? And I'm not going to go and build out an entire caster just to test this one skill that is telling me in its name it's unreliable and unpredictable. Okay, so what I do, and that's what I'm doing here now, right? Like, my next skill point is going to unlock the higher ones, right? So I put 3 ranks into Alchemist's Eye so that I know what the ingredients do. Because if you're not a caster, that's the only thing. Because this is Lightning Mastery is caster. Rod Maintenance, that's a caster. Ice Mastery is a caster. This might be useful for if you're going to be a tank and you're going to be taking a lot of damage. But at the same time, I don't take this because I take this one, which gives me 35% increased damage while I'm affected by negative status, like poison. So I often poison myself on purpose using... Where are they? These right here. It's 45 seconds of poison damage. But if I have... And it's 1 point of damage per second. It's nothing. So I'll poison myself. But if I have this maxed out, it's reduced by 35%. So that will reduce it to like 30 seconds. I don't want that. I want the full 45. In fact, there is both a ring and an amulet combined that give, well, one of them only says potions. It's the amulet. But there's a ring that says 35% increased duration of all effects, good and bad. And that actually makes it last longer. It makes my buff a full minute. So I eat a mushroom. And for 1 minute, I'm taking poison 1 point of poison damage every second, but that entire time I have a 35% increased damage on my melee. And there's a lot of people that prefer to use focus, where if you haven't taken damage in the last 15 seconds, you have a 25% bonus, but there's 2 problems with that. It's only 25 instead of 35, and I can't take any damage. Anytime any enemy can take this bonus away from me by hitting me 1 time. But with this one, there's nothing they can do to take it from me. I decide when I have the bonus, not my enemy. So anyway, that's why I don't take that skill. Even though this is useful, if you're not doing the mushroom buff, this is a good skill. But I prefer to take this one because it's just useful to know what everything does at a glance. This makes all your potions last 60% longer. That includes healing potions. So if you have a healing potion that lasts 10 seconds and heals you for 5 points per second, now it lasts 16 seconds, and it still heals you for 5 points per second. So it's effectively increasing the amount of health you get from the potion. This is a really good if you're a tank, because you want to have those really high power potions, you know? And if you also have that other ring on that increases everything by 30%, and the amulet that increases everything by 5%, you effectively double the duration of your healing potions, which means instead of getting... like this one right here, for example, instead of getting 60 HP over 5 seconds, I'll get 120 HP over 10, right? So that's why I do that. And then we get to the piece du jour. This is the final rank. Allows the use of the most powerful runes. That's what I'm taking on my next level up, on level 39. You need 3 here, and then 1 here. And that's it. You're done. And that's all that a warrior needs to put in the Arcanist tree. Now there's more you can take. If you want to take a little bit more out of the warrior, You could take Awakening, which increases the effect of monoliths, and then that will also, or you could take Elemental Resistance, that are both unlocked at the next level. But to get to those two, you'd have to put 2 more ranks up here. What I usually do to get them is I'll do the 2 ranks in Greater Healing. What this does is it makes spell books of healing heal you for more health. Now, I know it works on the spells that I heal myself with. I don't know if someone else heals me, will it increase theirs? Yes, you need 7 in Arcanist to max rune. Correct. Sorry, sometimes I get on a tangent and I just go. But yes, but generally speaking, if you're a warrior, you don't need more than 7 ranks in the Arcanist tree. We'll put this here. Put that there. That is my desire. I want to disseminate knowledge. Should have some bone meal. Stone skin. That's a good one. And that's why, like, they said they were going to do an overhaul on the skill trees and like make them like legit trees, because somebody pointed out, like, I can just take master level weapons and skip advanced weapons. There's nothing in this skill that requires me to take this one. Same thing with the master armor and the master bow. Like, you don't need the advanced ones. There's no reason. Well, there's one reason for the armor, and that is the cosmetics tab. If you want to wear, like, I like to wear the Mortivar Lord armor as a cosmetic because it looks cool, but it's advanced armor, so I can't even equip it to the cosmetic tab unless I have that proficiency. But they said they were going to do an overhaul in the skills and make them into like legit like skill trees. And I hope they do that, because one of my favorite things to do in Fallout was make different types of, like, okay, this week I'm doing a sniper build, and then the next week, like, I'm doing a brawler build, and like have just different builds and stuff. And this game, there's a couple things that I can do. Like, I've got a couple of builds I'm currently working on. Neither one of them's done yet, but one is around the what's that abyss sword, the one that does poison damage. I'm basically doing like a poison samurai, and the way he's going to work is he's just going to run in a room, hit all the monsters once, and then just turn around and watch them drop as they run towards him, because he's just going to do such a monster amount of poison. And the cool thing that I found out, I did some testing, the poison skill in the Arcanist tree affects poison rune damage. So like the poison damage that blade does, it's affected by the Arcanist poison skill, as well as any equipment you're wearing. The other one is I'm doing an ice build, like a straight up ice spellcaster. That's the one that I'm like, I had to take advanced armors, because I'm making him like a White Walker from Game of Thrones, and I wanted to get that Mortivar Lord armor for the White Walker. I wanted to do that build because of the shield. Ooh, we got in the lead over there. Oh, and the game froze. I hit him so hard that it froze the game. The game's like, whoa, that's too much damage. I need a breather. Look at that, 920 damage. Yeah, I'll get to you in a sec. Oh yeah, and I'm not even like, there's so much more I can do to max out the damage on this. I could get a, and that's one of the reasons why I was looking for a capybara. I could put a charge rune on this weapon, which I'm going to do. But that's burst damage. Look at that, 952. Did you see that? 952 on a crit. Oh, that was my armor just going off right there. Too bad everything was already dead. Alright, so we'll do this. Yeah, they are. They're quite good. If you build for daggers. The advantage of daggers is like, don't look at the amount of damage you're doing per hit. Look at how many hits per second that you're doing. I absolutely love the Crimson Scythe. Go look at my Crimson Scythe build. They're basically just daggers. And in that build, you can see I don't really do... I think on a crit, like my best hit was like 400 damage. It's not huge. But I hit so fast and I hit so many times that I mean, in the video, I tear the Colossus to shreds in like 10 seconds. With the Scarlet Scythe, I killed the Colossus in 10 seconds. Now, it was a regular Colossus. It wasn't an elite. It wasn't a legendary. But still, I killed him before he deployed his drones. And I would imagine that the saw daggers are like right up there with it. The steamer daggers, you mean, right? Getting some coal. Yeah, all throughout the demo, I was like Team Dagger all the way. Then I tried out a charged rune on a Warhammer, and I walked up to a guy and hit him for 2,000 damage. And I was like, okay, I'm switching teams. Like, I don't need to be fast if I only need to hit you once. Ooh. Hold on to that. Well, no. Yeah, I'll keep it. Oh, yeah, that's one of the things, like, you gotta kind of... Stun isn't bad. Because as long as your enemy's stunned, they're not fighting back. I do like stun on daggers. The one that really kills me, because it just doesn't seem functional right, it really needs to be redone, is backstab. Like at one point, Sizzlepec on the Discord, they're like, yeah, it's just not working right now. Like, backstab just simply doesn't function. And it's on everything. And honestly, for starters, backstab should only be on daggers and maybe bows. Because what else can you do a sneak attack with? You gonna sneak attack somebody with a greatsword? I don't think so. Yeah, sniper with a bow. At some point, I'm going to have to finish upgrading this pickaxe. Right? It's like crazy loud. I don't know why they didn't just make it look like a chainsaw. Did I just dig into another cave? This goes through the wall. Oh, I'm back at the entrance. Okay. Not yet. You mean like how Minecraft has looting and fortune? No, there's nothing like that in the game yet. Right now, the only mods for tools are reduced endurance usage and reduced durability loss. Oh yeah, the gloves and the boots are from the golem. I'm gonna go and get the helmet as well. Now that I don't need the chest piece. If I can find another golem. And I don't know what people... There were some people on the Discord complaining about the... that fire blast effect. I'm like, what? It seems fine to me. They're like, oh, I can't see anything when it goes off. I'm like, I can see just fine. Yeah, these boots are crazy fast. If I find that shield, man, I'm gonna become an invincible tower. You know what would be really amazing? I don't think you could put a rune on a shield right now. I would love if they let us put a rune on a shield and, like, Fortify should be the first one. Because that would be a massive boon for that mortified shield. Because, like, well, I can't move anyway, so I might as well just stand perfectly still. Get a huge, like, you know, 30% AC buff. I think with that shield and that rune, it's possible to... Because right now, it's without effort, you can get over 350 AC. With that shield, fully maxed out armor, and that rune, I could see someone pulling off 500, maybe 6. A charge rune on a shield. How would you... Like for shield bashing? Well, I mean, Warhammer's not the only game that has it. There's also, Gears of War has chainsaw guns. I mean, it's not like, Warhammer has the copyright on chainsaw swords. Fallout has the Ripper, which is basically the same as the daggers that are in this game. Don't need those. Don't need that. Don't need that. Oh, I got one of those shadow runes. Nice. Wow, look at twins. Maybe. That would have to be like I think that would have to be a different rune. Because the charge rune goes off when you do an attack, not when you're attacked. That could be like a reflect rune where whenever you take damage, some of that is stored up, and when it reaches a certain critical threshold, it just lets out this burst of damage in a radius around you. But the problem with that is that we already have the blast runes that go on your armor that do that effect. It would have to be something like they'd have to add a shield bash or like a shield charge mechanic. Now, if they added a shield charge mechanic, that would be awesome. If you could raise your shield and then charge into a fight. Because then you could have a rune where when you take damage, the shield absorbs part of the damage. So it's the part one is it absorbs part of the damage. So you literally take less points of damage. And then when it takes a certain amount and it's charged, you can then charge at the enemy and hit all that damage that it absorbed back at them and knock them back. Or maybe knock them prone. That would be kind of cool. Oh, yeah. You know, actually, I think that would be better on boots. Like some weighted boots. So you could resist the Mortivar Lord. And probably the King is going to have it too, that force pull that he does. But, like, the reason... I think I specifically am the reason they put that in. Because they used to watch... they'd every once in a while, I'd have a developer drop in on my stream when I was doing the, I'm playing I did where I played the demo every day until the game came out. I live streamed it every day. For 100 days, I live streamed it. Never missed a day. And they would drop in and they would watch me fight the Mortivar Lord. And I would always either, like go up in a high place or something like that. Or get on like a ledge with a big crevasse between us, where the Mortivar Lord just couldn't reach me, and then I would just cheese him with a bow and arrow. And I think they added in that pull mechanic just because they saw me doing that and like, well, that's too easy. We need to make it harder. And then they went and added stick blocks and completely negated it. I wouldn't be surprised if there wasn't like a nerf on stick blocks coming, because stick blocks are currently insane. Oh yeah, I think that's probably the main reason. And there is an arrow that does knockback. It's like super hard to find. I don't even know if it's got a recipe, but there's a knockback arrow and there's a pull arrow. So you could stand on a cliff and have the bad guys on the other side of the cliff and just hit them with these arrows and have them get pulled off the cliff towards you to their doom. It's like a grapple arrow or something like that. Yeah, I think it would be okay if they put something like that in. As long as, like, if it's going to be something that directly counters a game mechanic they explicitly put in to make a challenge harder, then it should be something rare. Maybe that could be like a unique rune that only goes on boots. Like the weighted boots. Like the weighted rune. Like, and because there's 5 tiers, you know, there'd be like each one and add 20%. So that at the highest level, you only can be pulled, or, you know, that you can't be moved at all. Like each one is, the distance that you can be pulled is reduced by 20%. So that if you get the highest level one, the distance you can be pulled is 0. So we'll go 20, 40, 80, 60, and then 100% negated. Yeah, that could be a cool rune, like a unique rune. It's the only one you could put, it's the only rune you can put on your boots, and it's a unique. See, this is why I would much rather have jump than speed. Is in these, like, craggy, like, caves like this. Speed is nice on a straightaway. Jump is better everywhere else. Be cool if jump in the game worked like the way it does for the Incredible Hulk, where when you have like a really high jump, like the Incredible Hulk, there's one comic where he jumped from New York to like the Nevada desert in like 2 jumps. He flew for like 8 hours and only touched the ground like once. I'm like, I mean, if I got, you know, 120% jump, I should be able to not only jump higher, I should be able to jump farther. Yeah, that could work. Because then you could have like if you were to put that on these boots, the 2 would cancel out, and I would just, you know, maybe it reduces your movement speed by 50%, so then these boots only give me, because they're giving me 114, if I canceled out 50%, I'd still have plus 64% movement speed. So much coal. This is awesome. How much do I have already here? Look at this. I've almost got 2 full stacks of coal. And I've got over a stack of coal back at the ship. This is awesome. How many blocks in here? I'm running out of room in here. Okay. Alright. Ooh, I am halfway to level 40. You know what? Time to wrap up this stream with a nice big boss fight. Let's find us a boss to kill. But just lock up level 40. Let me just keep leaving this thing running. Burning gas. It's magnesium ore? Where did I get magnesium ore? All right, let's give this a shot. See what it spits out. Okay. 2 isn't bad. Okay, 3 out of 4 gave me ore. That's not bad. Is that enough to make an ingot, though? 3 of those. I do have enough. We're gonna make that. I keep wanting to call those netherite ingots. I was about to say, we'll make some netherite ingots, and then I'm like, it's not netherite. We'll put these chains here. It does, though, yeah. Alright, and then we'll toss the meat in here. Heal up. Alright, we got 8. How many more do we... I think it's 15 is the next one? No. So this is maxed out. This is maxed out. 20. I need 20 more to get to 45. I think I might stop at 45 on this ship because I want to start saving up for the next ship, and 45 for me is kind of like the perfect speed. That's about the fastest you can go. Plus then each of the speeds will be an extra, so it'll be 15, 30, and 45. That'd be perfect. Whereas if I go up to 60, then it'll be 20, 40, and 60. Oh, those are going to be a while. Let's go find a boss. What is that? Oh, I know what that is. That's nothing. That's one of those digging steamer ruins. got a dungeon. And it's not a mine shaft. Let's go see if we can find ourselves a Mortivar Lord to kill. You know what I still need that I don't have? I still need a life steal amulet. That's the thing that's holding me back, is I don't have life steal. And I don't want to put a life steal rune on my axe, or my sword, because I want to use charge rune. I might. I don't need that, and I don't need that. Maybe the entrance must be inside this tower. I can't see where else it could be. What the hell? Alright, let's go to the top of the tower and see if we can look around. Hold on a second. Oh, look at that. We got harvest on here. Alright, we'll give that a shot. Alright. That's trash. That's also trash. Oh. Hold on, go boom. There might be a general at the top. So I was thinking about what my next ship is going to look like, what I'm going to make it out of, and I'm probably going to use this stone that this structure is made out of, which means I should probably collect some of these stone types. I think I got them all. And I think I'm going for like an ancient Roman vibe on the next ship. Okay, I went all the way to the top and did not do what I went up there to do, which was look around. Okay, we went there, we went there. That must be the entrance. Yeah, that's got to be it. Oh. Fancy. Yeah, I took your axe. I stole it fair and square. I'm probably going to stick this in the grinder just for the rune. Probably back at spawn. That's what I usually do. I'm not going to ditch it. I'm going to retire it in a place of honor. In recognition of its many weeks of service. We're gonna dump it in a ditch somewhere. Yeah, I like to try and, like, each time I do something, if not with color, then at least with, like, the shape. I like to, like, experiment with stuff. My first ship when I start a new world is almost always just that brown wood color, just because, you know, it's the first ship and that's the only wood you have to start with. I don't need that. Don't need feathers. That guy just got bodied with an 800-point shot. Just like, nope, you don't get a turn. I don't know. I'm thinking maybe there's no king down here. Or Lord of our Lord, I should say. I keep finding these false throne rooms. I'll take that one. Ooh, poison cane. See, we got a general. Okay, that'll work. That'll still get me my level. Nice. Oh, we're maxed out. Okay. We gotta dump some stuff. Ooh. Big hammer. Alright, let's see. What can we get rid of? We can get rid of that. One piece of glass. We can live without it. What else can we dump? We can dump these arrows. I guess I can dump this dagger because I don't need the rune and it's not really worth much. Dump that for the same reason. Same reason. Dump these. Dump the sticks. Don't need rat tails anymore. Dump that. Oh, we got some magnesium ingots. All right. And an aluminum ingot. Awesome. You know what? I'm gonna toss that. I'll keep that. All right. So, where do I put this last point? I don't need anything else in the Arcanist tree. I don't need anything else in the engineer. I mean, I suppose I could take area scan, but I don't really know what practical application it has. How about advanced bows or master bows? I could use a steel bow. That might be useful, right? No, because I don't have any, like, I would at least want this and this to back it up. What's this? Finishing combo? No. Throat slice. Doesn't work on bosses. Huh. I don't even really have a good bow. Where can I put this? What is this? Parry Master? I don't parry. I tank. What do we have over here? I mean, I suppose I could increase the range of my life detection. You know what? I'm just going to go with Throat Slice and just be done with it. Get a cheap one-shot in once in a while. I wouldn't mind that. And now we got a big chest. Let's see what we got in here. I'll trade that. Oh, I gotta make room for that aluminum. See, what can I ditch for that aluminum? Because I've definitely taken that. Oh, I got another small rune for a bow. Wind Blow. A fully charged shot unleashes a powerful wind blast around you that pushes enemies away and has a 10% chance to stun them. I can get rid of that. I can get rid of that. Purification, we can get that gone. That does nothing. Alright, let's see what we got here. Don't need the wagon. I still can't believe I found this infernal armor during stream. That is so awesome. I'll get rid of that because I want this big honking hammer. Just because it looks cool. I'm not even going to use it. I'm just going to sell it. Coins. Oh, a recipe I don't have yet. And how much is this? 427? We can get rid of water for that. All right, I'm going to go back to the ship now. Oh, coins. I don't care about the copper nails. Oh, you mean I could get rid of the copper nails? Yeah. They have their use. Let's see. I have too much stuff to sell. Put these down here. So much stuff to sell. Put that in there. My pleasure. All right. I'm sure you guys don't want to sit here and watch me sort through all of this. So, it is after 9, just after 9. So I think that's a good spot to stop. Got this sick new suit of armor. Next week, not next week, but on Wednesday, I'm going to get that helmet. That's my goal, is to get the helmet. And then we can start leveling some of this stuff up, especially the gauntlets. I haven't touched these gauntlets at all. But anyway, in the meantime, thank you for checking out my channel. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.